Okay, so first let us revise classical dance.
Yes, sir.
So tell me how many classical dance we have? We have total 8 classical dance, right? Okay. Now the first classical dance, let us start from Tamil Nadu. The classical dance is Bharatnatyam, correct? Okay. Now, here there is a person called as Bharata Muni, okay, or you can say Bharat Muni. He has written a book called as Natya Shastra. Okay, Natya Shastra. This is the book written, and in this book he has written what kind of acts, the dance, okay, the emotions, etc. So that is called as Bharatnatyam. This Bharatnatyam formerly it is called as dance of Devadasi. Okay, dance of Devadasi. And this was performed inside temple, and if you say the right place is Chidambaram. Okay, Chidambaram in Tamil Nadu. Got it? And here in Chidambaram there is a temple where you will have a statue of Nataraj. Okay, Nataraj statue. So here you have Nataraj statue. So this is enough for our AFCAT examination, GD, etc. But if you are preparing for UPSC examination, NDA, CDS, etc. So here they will ask you Nataraj statue. What are the significance? Okay, what is the importance? For example, imagine this is the Nataraj statue like this, and here we have God. Okay, and here right four total four hands. Okay, the posture of the four hands are different, and the legs, and here there is a person here there is a person lying down. And what is the significance of this ring, what is the significance of these four hands, like that? Okay, so that we'll see in our art and culture in UPSC classes. Next, the second classical dance from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Andhra, we have a dance called as Kuchipudi. Okay, Kuchipudi. Now there is a place in Andhra called as Kuselapuram. Okay, Kuselapuram. And in Kuselapuram there is a dance, that is this dance. So that's the reason Kusela Kuchi. Okay, the dance. Okay, the name it's like that. Next, third, Kerala is very very important. From this state we have two classical dances. The first is Mohini Atam. Okay, Mohini Atam. And next is Kathakali. Kathakali. Okay, remember. So suppose if I cut this Kali and if I just take Kathak. Okay, if I just take Kathak, this Kathak is the classical dance of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, it is the classical dance of Uttar Pradesh. This is fifth one. Then sixth, we have next is everything is easy. Okay, you can say Odisha. Okay, Odissa. Odisha is a state, and the classical dance is Odissi. And now recently there is a news that Pandit Birju Maharaj he expired. So this can be an expected question from current affairs. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Classical dancer. Who's that? Just take down Birju Maharaj. Okay. Birju Maharaj, he was the famous Kathak dancer. So, with current affairs and the static part, that is classical dance, they may ask you in AFCAT for 3 marks. Got it? Okay. Now, after this, you have the seventh one, that is Manipur is a state, Manipuri is a dance. Manipuri is the classical dance. And the last one, eighth, it is from the state of Assam. And in Assam, we have a dance called as Satriya. Okay, Satriya dance. So these are some important classical dances of India. Okay, important classical dances. Got it over? Okay. Next, so now there is one more information that in comparing all these dances, Manipuri, okay, Kathak, Odissi, comparing all these dances, the dance of Bharatnatyam, okay, the dance of Bharatnatyam, this dance is performed naked, almost like you can say the men, they are just half dressed. Okay, below the waist they are dressing it up and they are dancing. So sometimes if the question comes in exam, which classical dance of India is performed semi naked or naked, you can go with the answer of Bharatnatyam. Okay, so this is one information. Next, coming to very important part, folk dance. Even if they don't ask classical dance, exams like GD etc, they will ask classical dance. But even if they don't ask classical dance, 100% folk dance one question is expected. So let us start from Punjab. Okay, Punjab, the classical dance is Gidda and Bhangra. Okay, Gidda and Bhangra. So this Bhangra is performed by men and Gidda is performed by females. Next, second from Gujarat, you have Dandiya. Okay, Gujarat you have Dandiya. Third, Rajasthan you have Ghumar. Okay, very very important Ghumar. Then fourth, from Maharashtra you have Lavani. Okay, Lavani. Then fifth, from Karnataka you have Yakshagana. Okay, from Karnataka you have Yakshagana. Otherwise you can say Bhuta Aradhane. Bhuta Aradhane. Aradhane means prayer. Bhuta means devil. So praying to devil. This is the logic. See what is happening. There are two things: God and then devil. What does God do? God will protect you. And what does devil do? It will kill you, right? It will kill you. So here the logic is, if you pray to devil and if you make devil happy, the devil will not kill you. Okay, so that's the reason, that is Bhuta Aradhana. Got it? Sixth, from Kerala, you again have plenty of folk dances, that is Kai Kotti Kali. Correct? Next, then you have Padayani. Correct? Then there are just go through Kerala. There are plenty of other folk dances list. I have just listed few. Then seventh you have from Tamil Nadu. Everything ends with Atam. Okay, Pambatam, Mailatam. Okay, etc. You have plenty of things here. Next eighth one you have from Andhra. Hmm. Andhra you have Butta Bommalu. Butta Bommalu. Then you have Burra Kata. Okay, Burra Kata. These are the two folk dances. Okay. Then ninth, you have from, yes, coming to Assam, you have Bihu dance. Bihu is one of the dance and festival also. And this Bihu festival are of two type. Bohali Bihu and Maha Bihu. Okay, these are two types. Bohali Bihu and Maha Bihu. These are the, like, Maha Bihu is like Pongal, or we call it as Sankranti. Next, you have Nagaland. Okay, Nagaland. That is, we call it as war dance. What is that? Tell me. Rangma. Okay, Rangma is the war dance. Next, 11th from Chhattisgarh. Gaur Maria, correct? Or you can say bison dance. Okay, bison dance. And then you have again Jhumar is also one more dance. Jhumar from Jharkhand. Okay, few states they do it. Then from Goa you have a dance called as Fugdi. Okay, from Goa you have a dance called as Fugdi. Then again in Jammu and Kashmir also there is a dance. Okay, yeah. Hmm. So these are the folk dances, important folk dances. Okay, revise this much, and if the question is asked, you go with it. Especially focus on the states like Kerala. Okay, Kerala has plenty of folk dances, so focus on this. Kerala state folk dances, they may ask you. Next, coming to languages. Okay, coming to languages. Classical language of India. The first classical language of India is Tamil. Then the second is Sanskrit. Okay, second is Sanskrit. And after this, many languages have applied. Okay, for the level, the status of the language, classical language status. But these two are the languages at present officially declared. Next, what are the criteria? Criteria they may not ask in exam, but still you keep in mind. The language should be minimum 1500 years old. It should be minimum 1500 years old. To support this, the language should support with some scripts. Okay, some scripts. The script should be also 1500 old, and some books should also support that. Okay, books or the script, the language, the tradition. So only when these things are there, and some people are also there, like minimum some lakhs of people should speak this language, only then that language will be given the status of classical language of India. Okay, so this is the small information that you need to keep in mind, not expected in this AFCAT examination, but still you need to know. Next, but the thing which we are going to watch now, it is very important. After independence, we have schedule number 8 in Indian Constitution, which deals with official language. Okay, it deals with what? Official language. When in 1950, when the Constitution was formed, we had 14 official language. Okay, 14 official language. But today in 2022, we had 22 official language. How many official language? Today we have 22 official language. Next, part number 17. Okay, part number 17, it also deals with official language. This was the UPSC question. Every time students will by heart which schedule, okay, etc. But the UPSC asked easy question, that is which part deals with the official language. They didn't ask which schedule. Okay, so the answer is part number 17. At least basics of polity you have to thoroughly by heart and go for your exam. Got it? Next, the question of which language was the 15th one, 16th one, 17th, 18th. Okay, this is not for our AFCAT. They are not going to ask you which language was the 15th official language or the 16th or the 18th. They will just ask how many languages. Okay, that's it, enough. Got it? Now, in this you need to keep in mind there is a state called as Nagaland. The official language of Nagaland is English. Okay, the official language of Nagaland is English. Okay, remember this. This thing you need to keep in mind. A slightly tricky question. Maybe they will give you Nagalese as an option. Okay, Nagalese or Nagalim, etc., etc. That's not a right answer. Fine. So classical dance, classical language, then you have language, official languages, folk dances. These four topics we have done it. Okay, now let us try to understand little bit of Indian topography. You have to keep answering the question. Okay, you have done enough of studies. Now just see how much you can retain. Okay, how much you can retain. First, the countries, the states and capital. What is the capital of Jammu and Kashmir? Srinagar. Jammu and Kashmir, is it a state or a union territory? It is a union territory with legislative assembly. That means it will have member of legislative assemblies. That means MLAs will be there and they will have chief minister. But at the same time, there is a union territory called as Ladakh. This is also one of the union territory. They don't have legislative assembly. That means there is no MLA. Directly central government will take care of it. Okay, understood. Next, capital of Haryana and Punjab. Chandigarh or Chhattisgarh? Chandigarh. Okay, Chandigarh. Next, capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Okay, Gandhinagar. Then you have capital of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Which city is called as the pink city? Jaipur. Which city is called as this Hawa Mahal Palace? Where do you have Hawa Mahal Palace? It is in Jaipur. Okay, which city is called as the city of lakes in India? It is Bhopal. Okay, it is not Udaipur. Understood? Internet has given two confusing options. Go with Bhopal. Okay. Next, after Rajasthan, you have Maharashtra. The capital is Mumbai. Okay, the capital is Mumbai. Then you have Goa. The capital is Panaji. Karnataka is Bangalore. Then Kerala, you have Thiruvananthapuram. Lakshadweep. The capital is Kavarati. Kavarati. Lakshadweep capital is Kavarati. Then Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Andaman Nicobar, Port Blair. Okay. Next, after that, you have Andhra Pradesh, Amravati. Telangana, Hyderabad. Okay. Next, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. Uttarakhand, Dehradun. Okay, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla. Okay, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla. Then you have next down coming to Bihar, Patna. Okay, Bihar, Patna, Sikkim, Gangtok. Okay, Sikkim, Gangtok. Next, Odisha, Bhubaneswar. Okay, Bhubaneswar. Next, after that, West Bengal, Kolkata. Okay, Kolkata. The Calcutta name is changed to Kolkata according to the Bengali language. Next important, you have seven sisters: Assam, Dispur, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, Manipur, Manipur, Imphal, Mizoram, Aizawl, Meghalaya, Shillong. Okay, 3M over. Next you have Nagaland, Kohima, Tripura, Agartala. Okay, so these are the seven sisters. Got it? Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh is remaining. Jharkhand, Ranchi, Chhattisgarh, Raipur. Okay, Chhattisgarh, Raipur. Understood? 28 states. Maybe they will ask you, or may not be. Maybe they'll give you an match the following something. These kind of questions. Okay, fine. Now let us directly go with the Indian topography. Topography means land, river, water, etc. Okay, coming to the east, west, north, south. The southernmost point of India is here in Andaman and Nicobar, that is Indira Point. It is also called as Pygmalion Point. What is that? Pygmalion. It is Pygmalion Point or Indira Point. Next, here the southernmost point of Indian Peninsula is Cape Comorin. Okay, Cape Comorin. Indian Peninsula is Cape Comorin. Next, the easternmost point of India. Okay, the easternmost part of India is what? Timbuktu. Timbuktu. The westernmost point of India near Gujarat, Gormoti. Okay, and the northernmost point of India, answer is Indira Col. Okay, so these 4 points you need to remember. South is Indira Point, north is Indira Col. That's it. Okay. Next, here after that we'll be watching the largest state in India is what? Rajasthan. Rajasthan in terms of the size of the land, and Uttar Pradesh in the size of the area of population. Okay. Next, mountain. We have important mountains in the north. Okay, what are the important mountains in the north? Himalayas. Okay, just let me do like this. Okay, mountain, you have to draw mind maps. So tell me, first let me divide the mountains into the North Indian mountains, the Central Indian mountains, then you have Southern Indian mountain. Okay, then you have Western Indian mountain, and then you can say Eastern. Okay, Eastern. Now let us see. In North you have mighty Himalayas. Okay, you have mighty Himalayas. 2400 kilometer is the length. Correct? 2000. Let me draw India map here like this, or you can check your desk. You can see India map there. Okay, so 2400 kilometer is Himalayas. There are three Himalayan ranges, that is Himadri, Himachal, and then you have Shivalik. Himadri, Himachal, Shivalik. Himalayas are called as young fold mountain. Okay, remember this is a young fold mountain. We have a glacier called as Siachen on this mountain. Okay, Siachen glacier is the largest glacier in the world, and it is the highest battlefield. Okay, this is the highest battlefield. These are the things that you need to keep in mind from the Himalayan perspective. Next, coming to the western part. Okay, western. Here you have, imagine Aravali. Aravali is the oldest mountain. This is the expected question in AFCAT. Which is the oldest mountain in India? Answer is Aravali. Okay, what is the highest peak in Aravali? Guru Shikhar. Okay, Guru Shikhar is the highest peak in Aravali, and this is a block mountain. Okay, this is a block mountain. That's it, enough. Now for UPSC they will ask you, even if we have Aravali mountain in Rajasthan and Gujarat area, why do we have less rain, or why do we have desert? What is the significance of Himalayan mountains? What is the importance of Aravali mountains? Okay, etc. So for our AFCAT examination, keep these things in mind. Aravali, Guru Shikhar, Block Mountains, etc. Coming to the central mountains. Okay, central mountains, you have Mahadev. Okay, Mahadev Hills. Then you have Maikal Range. Okay, then you have Satpuras. Okay, Satpuras. Then you have Vindhyas. Okay, Vindhyas. These are the mountains, and between Satpuras and Vindhyas there is a river, that is Narmada, that we'll see in short while. Next, coming to south, you can include this mountain in western part, but I am including here in southern part, that is Western Ghats. Okay, to avoid confusion, Western Ghats. Western Ghats starts from Thane and ends in Cape Comorin, or you can say it ends in Kanyakumari. Okay, but here uh, in this Western Ghats, imagine if I draw this India. Okay, and this is mountain here. What happens? This part from this Kerala and Tamil Nadu part, this mountain is called as Cardamom Hills. What hills it is? Cardamom Hills, and this is called as Western Ghats. Now the highest peak in Western Ghat, what is that? Mudi. What is that? Mudi. And the next highest is Dottabeta. Okay, enough. That's it, enough. Don't study why, what will happen if Western Ghats is not there or the orographic rain. That much they are not going to ask here for the AFCAT. Okay, next, the southern mountains here you have something called as Udaga Mandalam. Okay, you have something called as Udaga Mandalam, or you can say Uti. This is the mountain range here in southern part. Okay, next in eastern parts you have a hill called as Raj Mahal Hills. Okay, Raj Mahal Hills. Then you can say that Purvanchal. Okay, Purvanchal, it is near that Meghalaya and this hill. Then you have Patkai Hills. Okay, then you have Naga Hills. Then you have Mizo Hills. These are the hills or the mountains there in the eastern part. Okay, now you have to go and check the map. Where do we have this kind of mountains, etc. Okay, so mountain topic is over. Then you go with the rivers. Okay, tell me which is the oldest river in India? Yeah, Narmada. You can do in this way that river flows from which direction, or North Indian, South Indian, something like that. But let us take each and every river in detail. First, let me take a river called as Brahmaputra. Okay, expected question in exam. Which river is called as Zangpo in Tibet? Which river is called as Zangpo in Tibet? Answer is Brahmaputra. Now tributaries of Brahmaputra, that is Lohit is there, Dihang, and then Manas. Lohit, Dihang, Manas. These are the important tributaries of Brahmaputra. Okay, next, the second, Indus River. Okay, and origin I forgot, very important. River Brahmaputra. Okay, River Brahmaputra originates in Lake Manasarovar. Lake Manasarovar. Understood? Next, Indus River. It also originates in which lake? Lake Manasarovar. This is for AFCAT GD small examination. But if you are preparing for UPSC or higher examination, you need to remember the glacier. Okay, it does not originate from Manasarovar. It originates through a glacier near the Manasarovar lake. Did you understand? Okay, now the five main tributaries. I am talking about the five main. Okay, five main tributaries of Indus. That is Jhelum, Chenab, then you have Ravi, then you have Bias and Satluj. Okay, in this Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Satluj, these three river, okay, BRS, remember this BRS, okay, these three river flows through India, rest these two rivers flows through the Pakistan area and joins Indus. And Indus is called as Singi Kambam. Okay, Singi Kambam. Singi Kambam in Tibet. Remember this. Okay, next. Third, we have River Satluj. This also originate from Lake Manasarovar. Okay, this also originate from Lake Manasarovar. So this is what that you need to remember from the North Indian rivers. Okay, now let me draw a map. Okay, imagine this is Jammu and Kashmir. Here there is a lake. Okay, this lake is called as Lake Manasarovar, and here every year India government organizes a yatra. Okay, this yatra goes through Jammu and Kashmir, enters the Chinese area and goes here. And there is one more route that from this Uttar Pradesh to Nepal people can go here. These are the two ways that to reach this Lake Manasarovar. Every year only 150 people are allowed in this route and 150 people are allowed in this route. While going to this yatra, they will have to sign an undertaking. The undertaking is in such a way that suppose in the cold or in the harsh condition, if you die in Chinese side, your body will be cremated there itself. It will not be permitted to bring back to India. Understood. So this is what the deal signed between India and China. Though there is a fight for Galwan Valley, on the other side, this yatra will be going on side by side. Now, what has happened in Nepal? There is a new government, and they don't want the ties with India. So there is a problem with this Indian route. Okay, so remember this. Okay, fine. Now our geographical question, from this Lake Manasarovar, one river flows like this. This is Indus or Singikambam. One river goes back. This is Zangpo or Tibet. Another river Sutlej. It comes and joins Indus. Okay, this is one thing you keep in mind. Next, mighty Himalayas. From this mighty Himalayas, there is one river. Okay, what is that river from mighty Himalayas? Okay, it comes like this and enters this Uttarakhand, or you can say we have that yeah, different prayags from Uttarakhand it starts. So you have river Ganga, and now Ganga has different tributaries, that is Ghagra. Okay, then you have Gandak, then you have Kosi, then you have Son, then you have Yamuna. Okay, Yamuna, it also comes from this Himalayas. Okay, it comes and joins Ganga like this here. Okay, like this here. So imagine if this is Yamuna. Okay, for Yamuna, other rivers from bottom it joins like this, and the river is like full of water. So the tributaries of Yamuna are Chambal, then you have Sindh, then you have Betwa, and then you have Kane. Okay, this river Son, which I am encircling here, okay, this river Son, which I am encircling here, it comes from bottom and it joins river Ganga. Understood? So these are the tributaries of river Ganga. So remember this. Suppose if the question is asked in exam, Ganga originates from which place? They may give you the option of Gangotri, but nowadays this is like old question. People are not interested in this easy kind of question. There are different prayags. Okay, there are different prayags. You have Nand Prayag, then you have Karna Prayag, then you have Dev Prayag, then you have Rudra Prayag. This kind of prayags are there. Okay, but I don't think in AFCAT they are going to ask it. But still, just go through it. Okay, Bhagirathi, Alaknanda, yeah, Nandakini. Okay, what are the rivers like this? Just remember it. Okay, now on River Satluj, you have a dam called as Bhakra Nangal. Okay, Bhakra Nangal. This is the highest dam in India. What does it mean? Imagine this is mountain here. Okay, imagine this mountain here, and this is plateau, and this is your home, imagine in plateau. So this Bhakran Angle Dam is built on a highest place. Okay, this is built on the highest place. Next we will be watching a river called as Mahanadi. Okay, what is that Mahanadi? Imagine if this is mountain, this is plateau, this is plain, and the river is flowing like this. Okay, imagine the river is flowing like this. Okay, so here they have built a dam. India government has built a dam on this Mahanadi river. The length of this Mahanadi river is 25 km. Okay, and this dam name is Hirakud. Okay, what is the dam's name? Hirakud. Suppose if the question is the lengthiest dam, okay, the lengthiest dam in India, what is that answer? Hirakud. Okay, the highest dam in India, the answer is Bhakranangal. Okay. Yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Don't worry. Okay. So after that Ganga, Brahmaputra, you have Yamuna is also over, right? Okay. Now coming to these regions. Okay, dry regions of Gujarat and Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, there is a river called as Luni. In Gujarat, there is a river called as Sabarmati, and this Sabarmati flows through a city called as Ahmedabad. Okay, Ahmedabad. They may ask you city and the rivers. Okay, city and the rivers. Very, very important. We'll see this one by one. So, Sabarmati. Next, here there is a river very important, that is Narmada. Plenty of time the question asked in your AFCAT examination, that here there is a place, and this place is Amarkantak. What is that? Amarkantak Plateau. And from Amarkantak Plateau, a river is flowing towards the west direction. Okay, this is north, this is east, this is west and south. So river is flowing in west direction, that is river Narmada. A river from Amarkantak flows down towards south direction, that is river Mahanadi. What is that river? Mahanadi. A river is flowing towards north direction and goes and meets river Ganga. This river is Son. Okay, this is the river Son. Just below this Amarkantak, there is a plateau called as Betul, Betul, and one river is flowing like this and it goes towards this western part of India and meets the Arabian Sea. This is river Tapi, Tapi. Okay, so here you can say there is a city called as Surat. So via Surat there is a river Tapi. Okay, and Narmada, it flows not through Ahmedabad, it is going to a different I think it is Vadodara or something, just check it. Okay, it goes and meets the Arabian Sea. River Luni, remember this, Luni does not meet Arabian Sea. Here there is an area called as Ran of Kutch. Luni gets disappeared in Ran of Kutch. Okay, it disappears in Ran of Kutch. So these are some important rivers in the Gujarat and Rajasthan area. Okay, now taking this Gujarat coming down to Maharashtra, you know there is Western Ghats here. Okay, Western Ghats here. So here exactly there is a place called as Nashik. From Nashik, a river goes like this and it goes and meets the Bay of Bengal. Okay, so now the question comes, which is the largest river of Indian peninsula? Godavari, or it is also called as Dakshin Ganga. Okay, this Dakshin Ganga. Okay, understood. This thing you need to keep in mind. Now, if it is AFCAT, if they give you Nasik as an option, this is the right answer. Instead of Nashik, if they give an option called as Mahabaleshwar, which river originates from Mahabaleshwar? Answer is Godavari. Even if they don't give Mahabaleshwar, if they give Trimbakeshwar, okay, the answer is same. Which river originate from Trimbakeshwar? Okay, the answer is Godavari. Now, they may ask you this also. Godavari flows to which direction? It flows through east direction and meets with Bay of Bengal. Okay. Now Godavari has some tributaries, that is Pain Ganga. Okay, then you have Vain Ganga. Okay, why I am mentioning this Ganga? Because in exam you will get confused. You will think that Ganga is in the end. So let me guess, Ganga is a tributary of river Ganga. Okay, you will go with this mindset, but answer is wrong. Pain Ganga, Vain Ganga, these are the tributaries of which river? Godavari. Okay, so Godavari originates from Nashik. Then down here you have a river, that is Krishna. Then you have Tungabhadra river. Okay, then yeah, Kaveri from Talakaveri. In Goa you have Zori and Mandovi, and in Kerala you have Periyar and Bharatapuzha. Okay, so these are some important things that you need to keep in mind. Mahanadi we have already discussed. Okay, next coming to the sorrow. Okay, sometimes the river every year it brings destructions due to heavy water flow, that is flood. So now the sorrow of Bihar. Okay, the sorrow of Bihar is river Kosi. Sorrow of river Bengal is Damodar. Okay, Damodar. And sorrow of Orissa. Okay, sorrow of Odisha is Mahanadi. Sorrow of Odisha is Mahanadi. Okay, remember this. Last time in UPSC there was a question asked. Okay, last time there was a question asked in UPSC. Here there is a lake called as Chilka Lake. Chilka Lake is fed by which river? They asked like this. Okay, so there is a logic behind it. This is Mahanadi. Okay, the river flows from Orissa and Chilka Lake is in Orissa. So the answer was Mahanadi. Okay, but what students they do? I taught rivers a separate chapter, lakes a separate chapter. I did not link this. Okay, but the question asked was linking this. This is what is UPSC's demand. Are you able to connect? Okay, what you have studied. But in AFCAT, this is just a bookish knowledge that you need to keep in mind. Next, important city and the rivers. First one, let me come through Delhi. Okay, Delhi, which river? Yamuna. Okay, next you have Pune, you have river Bhima. Okay, next you have Ahmedabad, which river? Sabarmati. Okay, next you have suppose Hyderabad. Which river? Musi. Okay, river Musi. Then you have, imagine if I say in Odisha, Puri, Mahanadi. Okay, Mahanadi. Next you have Guwahati, Assam. Guwahati, Brahmaputra. Yeah, Katak. Oh, Cuttak. Okay, just check it. Okay, Puri. I think it is next stop, right? Yeah. कटक के बाद पुरी आता है ना, if you go from south. Okay, just check it. Just check it. Okay, so like this, they will ask you cities. But remember this, Delhi, it is on the banks of which river? Yamuna. What about Lucknow? What about Lucknow? What about Prayagraj? Yes, Prayagraj, it is like meeting of all these three rivers. That is Ganga, Yamuna, and river Son. Okay, these are the three rivers. Got it? Next, Mysore. Mysore is in the banks of which river? Mysore is on the banks of river Kaveri. Okay. What about Bangalore? Hmm. Which river? Huh? Vishwa Bharati, something like that. Just check it. Okay. Bangaloreans need to know it. Just give a glance. That much detail they don't ask, but still I am telling you cities and this they may ask you. Okay. Next, important lakes. Okay. Tell me important lakes. Huh? Coming from east in Manipur. Okay, in Manipur this is a lake called as Loktak. This Loktak lake is also called as floating lake. Okay, this is also called as what? Floating lake, and this is a freshwater lake, and this is the highest lake in northeast. This is the highest lake. Now why it is called as floating lake? Okay, now why it is called as floating lake, that I'll explain. Look here, imagine this is lake. Okay, look here, imagine this is lake, and imagine this under it there is some living beings here. So here some land mass is floating like this. Okay, and on this there is greenery, trees, plants, small plants. Okay, it is like this here on this, and there are some deers here. What they do, they run. Okay, they jump from here, they jump from here, they jump from here, go like this. So you can go and see how these deers are playing. Okay, so that's the reason it is also called as floating lake. Okay, from Manipur, that is Loktak, and this was a question asked in NDA. Okay, UPSC NDA. Next, coming down here in Orissa, you have a lake called as Chilka Lake. Then you have a lake called as Koleru Lake. Then you have a lake here, hmm? Pulikat Lake. Then you have a lake called as Vembanad in Kerala. Okay, then Gujarat, Rajasthan you have Sambar. Okay, and in Jammu and Kashmir you have Dal and Wooler Lake. These are some important lakes. Except this, there are many other lakes. Especially here in Maharashtra, we have a lake called as Lunar. Okay, enough for us. Now here for AFCAT, you need to remember the largest lake. Okay, so now confusion here. Which is the saltiest lake in India? The saltiest lake in India is Sambar Lake. Which is the largest saltiest lake? I am asking largest saltiest lake. Answer is Chilka. You got it? Okay. Largest. See here, this is India. Here in Bay of Bengal, you have Chilka Lake. Okay. So this lake is largest, but at the same time, it is salty. Suppose now if I ask you largest lake in India, answer is Chilka. Understood? So be careful. Okay. So lunar and all this thing you keep in mind. Okay. After this, you need to know about the island. Okay, island. Here you have Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, this is Andaman Islands and this is Nicobar Islands. Okay, Nicobar Island. And between this, there is an imaginary line passing, that is 10-degree latitude, or it is also called as 10-degree channel. 10-degree latitude or 10-degree channel. Maybe a question asked, which degree latitude divides Andaman and Nicobar? Answer is 10-degree latitude. Okay, the capital is Port Blair, and this is one of the tri-service command, and here there are a lot of tribals. Okay, important tribes also. Till now in AFCAT they haven't asked any tribes, so skip that thing. Okay, next, here you have a passage called as Duncan Passage. Okay, very important. Okay, Duncan Passage, this thing you need to keep in mind. Got it? Next, here you have Lakshadweep. Okay, Lakshadweep island is keep on growing. Why it is growing? Because it is made up of corals. It is made up of what? It is made up of corals. So these are the island in sea or ocean. But here in river Brahmaputra, you have a river island called as Majuli. Majuli is on river Brahmaputra. Okay, remember this. Brahmaputra, and it is in the state of Assam. This is the world's largest fresh water, or you can say river water island. Okay, river water island. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind. Okay, next important thing, borders. Okay, or you can say Gulf. Let me revise some Gulf, important Gulfs. Switch off the fan here. Fan band kar dena. Okay, so here you have Gulf of Kutch. Here you have Gulf of Kambad. Gulf of Kambad. Here you have Gulf of Mannar, Mannar. Okay, and in the same place, okay, near Gulf of Mannar, you have something called as Park Strait. Okay, Park Strait. Remember this. Got it? Gulf of Kutch, Gulf of Kambad, and here near Gujarat area, this is called as Ran of Kutch. Ran of Kutch, and we have a white desert in this. Okay, white desert in this, and we have wild as sanctuary. What is this? Wild as sanctuary of India is situated in Ran of Kutch. Now the question they may ask you, uh, which state in India is called as the salt pan of India? The salt pan of India is Gujarat. Which state is rank 1 in the production of groundnut? In the production of groundnut, answer is Gujarat. Okay, so remember this. And Gujarat, here you have one more line passing, that is Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north latitude. 23.5 degree north latitude. So Gulf of Kutch, Kambat, Gulf of Mannar, Park Strait. Okay, remember this. Okay, next after this, border lines. Just a minute, here itself I can draw. So between Pakistan and India, we have a borderline called as Radcliffe. Radcliffe, SSB question, or you can say written examination question also. And between China and India, we have Mac McMahon. Okay, McMahon line. And between this Pakistan and India, near Gujarat, here there is an imaginary line here. This we will call as Sir Creek line. Okay, Sir Creek line. Understood? So these things you need to keep in mind. Next, suppose which Indian states has the largest coastline? Has the lengthiest coastline? Okay, this is Gujarat like this here. So answer is what? Gujarat. Okay. Which Indian state is rank 1 in production of betel nut? Karnataka. Okay, Karnataka. They didn't ask till now, but still, if they decided to go with the static part, they may ask you this also. So I'm giving you little extra information in the last moment. Largest coastline is Gujarat. Largest betel nut production is Karnataka. Groundnut we have discussed, right? Which state in India produces diamond? Yeah. Which state in India produces diamond? Answer is, the state is Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and there is a diamond mine called as Panna diamond mine or Panna tiger reserve also. But if you say the business, okay, which Indian state does business with diamond? Then the answer is Surat. Okay, then the answer is Surat. The export import, it is done in Surat. Got it? Next, which Indian state? We no no. Which foreign state? Okay, which foreign state shares maximum land boundary with India? Answer, Bangladesh. Okay, Bangladesh. Okay, so this is the thing you need to keep in mind. Now, suppose if I take Sikkim. Sikkim is surrounded to the west by Nepal, north by China, and east by Bhutan. Okay, so how many states here? Three. They may ask you, how many foreign countries are surrounding Sikkim? Answer is three. How many foreign countries are surrounding Jammu and Kashmir? Answer is 2. Okay, that is Pakistan and China. Okay, then you have Arunachal Pradesh also. Arunachal Pradesh, you have Bhutan. Okay, and then you have China. How many foreign countries? How many foreign countries are surrounding Meghalaya? Answer. How many foreign countries are surrounding Meghalaya? Myanmar and Bangladesh. Answer is wrong. Answer is 0. Okay, Meghalaya is surrounded by Meghalaya is surrounded by only one Indian state, that is Assam. Okay, so this you focus. States and capital you started just a warm up, but this you focus. Got it? So borderlines over, lakes over, rivers over. Okay, so this is one thing. Next, 15,200 kilometer is what? Land front I have 7516.6 kilometer. This is the length of the coastline. We have two types of coastline, that is eastern coast and western coast. Okay, now coming to this coast, we have a place called as Kolkata. Then you have a place called as Paradip in Orissa. Then you have a place in Andhra Pradesh called as Kakinada. Okay, and Vishakhapatnam. First comes Vishakhapatnam and Kakinada. Okay, Vishakhapatnam. Then you have Chennai. Okay, then you have Tuticorin. Then you have Kanyakumari. Then you have Cochin or Ernakulam. Then you have Mangalore. Okay, Mangalore. Then you have Panaji. Okay, then you have Mumbai, and then you have Surat. These are the important ports. Okay, so the eastern ports coast is divided into Coromandel. This is down Coromandel, and this is northern Sirkar. Northern Sirkar. This is divided as Malabar coast, and this is Konkan coast. Okay, Konkan coast. Got it? So rivers, plateaus, plains. Coming to plateau, you have Deccan Plateau here, and the continuation is these three hills in Meghalaya, that is Garo, then Khasi and Jaintia. Jaintia. These are the three hills continuation of Deccan Plateau. It is not Himalayas, remember this. Then in northern plains you have Bundelkhand, correct? You have here Bundelkhand, then you have here Bagelkhand, and then you have Chota Nagpur Plateau. These are the northern plains. Got it? Fine. Then you have desert in India. Where do you have desert? What is that? Thar desert. Where do you have cold desert? Leh. Okay, Leh you have a cold desert in India, and Thar desert is the hot desert. Okay, the desert with sand dunes in Rajasthan. Okay, this is the thing that may be expected in your examination: east, west, north, south. Whatever the names I told you, Timbuktu, etc. That you need to remember. Next, coming to a small point, little bit of polity they may ask you. Little bit of polity. Okay, so how many parts do you have in Indian Constitution? At present we have 22 parts. Okay, at present we have 22 parts. Next, which part deals with the citizenship? Part 2. Which part deals with fundamental rights? Part 3. Which part deals with directive principles of state policy? 4. Which part deals with the fundamental duties? Part 4A. Article number 51A. Article number 51A. Okay. Next, which part deals with the emergency provision? Part number 18. Which part deals with the amendments? Part number 20. Okay, so these are the important parts that you need to remember. Next, schedule. We have totally 12 schedules in Indian Constitution. In the beginning of the Constitution, we had only 8. We added the 9th one, 10th one, 11th one, and the 12th one. So let us see one by one. Schedule number 1 is name and union territory. Schedule number 2 is salary and allowances. Schedule number 3 is oaths and affirmation. Schedule number 4, allocations of seats in Rajya Sabha. Schedule number 5, administration of tribal areas, scheduled tribe and scheduled caste areas all over India. Next, schedule number 6, administration of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe areas in Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura. Again I am repeating, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Tripura. The question asked in UPSC, NDA and CDS was, which of the following state is not in schedule number 6? They have given Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland. Nagaland is the answer, but when you are in exam hall, believe me that you have studied, but Your mind will not recall these things. Okay. Next, schedule number 7, it deals with the
Division of powers.
division of powers. Schedule number 8, we have official languages.
Schedule number
9 is land amendments, the first amendment. The schedule number 10 is anti-defection. Schedule number 11 is Panchayati Raj. Schedule number 12 is municipality. Okay, schedule number 12 is municipality. Enough with this. Okay, next, here you need to remember schedule number 8, it deals with the official languages. Okay, and schedule number 11 is very very important, Panchayati Raj and municipality. Any doubt? Yeah. Schedule number 9 was added in the year 1950. Okay, 1950 to 51. This was the first amendment in Indian Constitution. Okay, and here zamindari system was abolished. India Republic. Okay, zamindari system was abolished. Remember? Next, schedule number 11 in Panchayati Raj. Rajasthan was the first state to implement Panchayati Raj system, and Nagaur. Okay, Nagaur was the first district. Okay, tell me which was the second state to implement Panchayati Raj? Hmm. बताओ कितने लोगों को बीरबल बनना है? Okay, tell me. Okay, answer is Andhra Pradesh, AP. AP was the second state to implement this Panchayati Raj. ठीक है? Next, schedule number 12 is municipality, and till now not much serious question here, but we need to focus for UPSC, not for our AFCAT. Okay. Next, coming to part number 3. From America, we have taken the provision of fundamental rights. Initially, we had 7 fundamental rights, but today we have 6 fundamental rights. And the 7th one, right to property, is abolished, and it is made as a legal right in under 300A. This you remember. And the 6 fundamental rights, what we have is right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to religion, cultural and educational right to remedies. Right to remedies is called as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution, that is article number 32. Here you have 5 writs, that is habeas corpus, certiorari, mandamus, prohibitory and quo warranto. Okay, next you have equality. You have it under equality, that is 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Okay, that is what article 14 deals with the right to equal equality before law. Then
no discrimination on the basis of
on the basis of religion, caste, etc. 16 is equal opportunity in the matters of the public employment. 17 is untouchability. 18 is abolition of titles. Now that is article number 19. Then you have 20, 21 and 22, very very important. 19 deals with the freedom of speech and expression. 20 deals with conviction of offences. 21 is right to life and liberty. 21A, important, right to education. 22 is prevention from arrest and detention. This against exploitation, this is 23. This is called as child labor. Okay, and 24 human trafficking. Okay, yeah. 23 is, yeah, yeah. 23 is human trafficking and 24 is child labor. Okay, next, right to religion, 25 to 29. Okay, 28. Then cultural and education right, 29 and 30. Okay, 29 and 30. 31 is cancelled. This was the right to property by 44th amendment. Remember, coming to that point, 44th amendment in 1977 it was cancelled. Okay, by 1977, 44th amendment, right to property, was removed as a fundamental right, and it was entered as a legal right. Okay, so these are some things that you need to remember. Article number 20 and 21 will not be cancelled at any cost. Even if there is national emergency, 20 and 21 will not be cancelled at any cost. 19 will get cancelled immediately. Okay, this thing you remember, but why, how, what are the procedure? That is your UPSC level question. Okay, next you have fundamental duties. We had an amendment called as 42nd amendment. This is the mini constitution. In 42nd amendment, the term period of the government was increased from 5 to 6 years. Okay, then there were a lot of changes. 51A, article 51A was introduced, and 10 fundamental duties were added. Okay, this thing you need to remember. 86th amendment added the 11th fundamental duty. Okay, this is one more important in fundamental duties that you need to remember. That's it, enough. Okay, don't go much in detail why, how, what for the, what is the reason behind it, etc. So 42nd amendment is called as the mini constitution also. Now head of the state, Indian state, is the president. He is the supreme commander of armed forces. He has different powers. Just quick revision: executive powers. That means he is going to appoint the UPSC chairman. He will be appointing the prime ministers and the other ministers. He will be appointing the CAG, Controller and Auditor General, Chief Election Commissioner, Chief Information Commissioner. Long list is there. Okay. Legislative power. The bill will become an act only after the assent of the president. Okay, next, judiciary power. He has the right to ask the Supreme Court whether their bill is according to the constitution or not. This is Article 143. Okay, next he has pardoning power. He has 5 pardoning power. The first is commute. Next is respite. Okay, then next is reprieve. Next is remit. And next is pardon. Okay, commute, respite, reprieve, remit, pardon. These are the pardoning powers. Next, veto power. He has 3 vetoes. Yes, suspension veto, pocket veto, and absolute veto. Okay, these are the special powers. Next, Article 123 deals with the ordinance. Okay, a special power to the president when the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. When Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha is not in session, at that time president can make an emergency law. That law is called as what? Ordinance law. Okay. Now the eligibility, president can be for maximum 5 years. His age should be about 35 years of age. That's it, enough for our AFCAT. Next, expected question. Suppose if I talk about parliament. Okay, if I talk about parliament, there are 3 important persons here. That is Lok Sabha, then you have Rajya Sabha, and then you have president. Okay, the head of the Lok Sabha is a speaker. The head of the Rajya Sabha is the vice president. Okay, vice president. Sometimes in exam they will ask you who is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Answer is vice president, and president is here. Okay, here we have 550 members, here we have 250 members, and we have 150 one president here. 2 persons specially from Anglo Indian community. Okay, very important. 2 members from Anglo Indian community can be appointed by whom? President. Here 12 special members out of 250, 238 members are elected by indirect election, but 12 members are elected by whom? By the president. Okay, so these are the things that you need to keep in mind. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, now they realize that it's not that much important. Okay, but still these provisions are there. Okay, they told that not no need. Okay, all these issues were going on. Okay, so got it now, president, etc., etc. But keeping in exam, AFCAT exam, in our like a perspective, they don't ask what article. Okay, who will remove the president, what is impeachment. They ask questions like this: who is the first Lok Sabha speaker? Yeah, GV Maulankar. Okay. Next, who is the first female Lok Sabha speaker? Meera Kumari. Okay. Who is the second female Lok Sabha speaker? Sumitra Mahajan. Okay. Sumitra Mahajan. Like this they will ask you. Next, who is the first ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha? The answer is Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. Okay, these kind of questions they will ask you here in AFCAT. Expected question. Who is the first? Who is the current one? Tell me. Venkaiah? No, no, ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Venkaiah Naidu. Okay, Venkaiah Naidu. Now here in Lok Sabha you have Birla. Okay, you have Birla. Okay, like this. That's it. Enough. Okay, president power. This is for your AFCAT. Got it? Okay. Next you need to keep in mind, if there is a member of Lok Sabha, he can be there for only 5 years. If there is a member of Rajya Sabha, he can be there for 6 years. But if I take vice president, he will be there for how many years? 5 years. Who has the power to declare the bill is money bill?
No speaker of the
Speaker of the Lok Sabha has the power to declare the bill is money bill according to Article 110. Article 112 deals with the annual financial statement. What is that? Yes, annual financial statement. It is also called as budget. Okay, remember this. They may ask you these articles, maybe. Okay. Next you have president. President can be there for how many years? Total 5 years. Okay, and if you want to remove, any person, there is a process called as impeachment. Okay, like for example, chief election commissioner, chief information commissioner, comptroller and auditor general, the president of India, there is a procedure followed, that is impeachment. Okay, now in NDA and CDS classes we'll try to understand impeachment process for president, how it is different from the impeachment process of the vice president. And the court, Supreme Court and High Court judges, the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court, they are also removed from which process here? Impeachment. Okay, you got it. So this is one thing that you need to remember. Next important expected question, ranks. Okay, so tell me, Abhinav and Tarun, what are the ranks of Indian Army? Start slowly. Lieutenant, captain, field marshal. Who was the first field marshal of India? Sam Bahadur or Sam Manekshaw. Second was General Cariappa. Okay, like this they may ask you, who was the first Indian Army general? First Indian, first Indian to be the Indian Army general. Yeah. Tell me, boys, who is the first Indian who was the general of Indian Army? That is Governor General. वो President है. नहीं नहीं. Yes, simple. General Cariappa. It is not there in any textbook, but this is your logic. Okay, you need to apply that logic. Which day is celebrated as Army Day? Jan 15. Okay, next. Start telling me for Air Force ranks.
Flying officer, flying lieutenant,
Hmm. Squadron leader,
wing commander,
wing commander, group captain,
air commodore,
air commodore. Next,
air vice marshal,
air vice marshal,
air marshal,
air marshal. Okay, now,
marshal
okay, check the rank of Indian Navy also. Check the rank. What happens? The question will be like this. The question will be like this. Which rank of Indian Air Force is equal to Lieutenant Colonel? Which rank of Indian Air Force is equal to brigadier? Okay, like this they will ask you. So 3 marks GK question. What happens? They will ask you the equivalent rank, or sometimes what UPSC has done in the CAPF and other examination. What they have done, they have given wrong the order. Okay, after flying officer they give squadron leader, after squadron leader they give group captain. Like this they made option A long list, option B again long list, option C again long list, and which of the following is correct? So though you say that my childhood dream is to become Air Force officer, and if you can't say what is the rank, it's over, game over. Okay. Next, coming to commands, how many commands Indian Army has?
7,
Indian Army has how many commands?
7,
7 commands. Indian Air Force, how many commands they have?
7,
We have 7 Air Force command. And how many commands Indian Navy has?
3,
3 commands Indian Navy has. Okay, 3 commands Indian Navy has. Ranks over. Next, which is the highest rank or the highest award given to the soldiers in the battlefield during the time of war? Paramveer Chakra. Paramveer Chakra. Who is the first Indian to get Paramveer Chakra? Major Somnath Sharma. Remember this. Major Somnath Sharma. Next, you have Ashoka Chakra at the time of peace or other than the face of enemy or other than war situation. Then you have Mahavir Chakra. Okay, Mahavir Chakra. Then you have Kirti Chakra. There is a long list. Okay, there is a long list. Now, coming to a topic of awards. Okay, coming to topic of awards. Divide. Yeah. Talk. Military exercise they may ask. Chances are there. Expected. Maybe or may not be. Okay, but Air Force I haven't seen they have asked anything like exercise, but just go through it. Okay. Nobel Prize expected. Okay, it was started by Alfred Nobel, the inventor of what? Dynamite. Who invented dynamite? Alfred Nobel. And in 901, there was a person called as Roentgen who was the discoverer of the X-ray. He got the Nobel Prize, and he got in which category? Physics category. physics, chemistry, biology, literature, economics, and peace. So these are the categories where the Nobel Prize has been awarded every year in the month of September and October. Got it? Now we are concerned with the Indians. The first Indian to get the Nobel Prize is Rabindranath Tagore for the book of Gitanjali for the criteria literature. There is one more Indian who got literature Nobel Prize, that is V.S. Naipaul. Okay, and he has written famous book as The Bend in the River and The House for Mr. Biswas. Okay, these are the two books written by him. Next, for physics, we have the next person in 1930, that is Sir C.V. Raman, and he did what? Scattering of light. Okay, why the sky is blue? This is the answer given by the Sir C.V. Raman and no, this physician. And in 1913, he gets the Nobel Prize. Rabindranath Tagore, remember the year. Next, you have for peace, we have the first lady to get the Nobel Prize is Mother Teresa. Her real name is Agnes Bojakshiu. Agnes Bojakshiu, and she started missionaries of charity. What is that? Missionary of charity, and it was in Kolkata. It was in Kolkata. Okay, and she is also called a saint of gutters. The second Indian to get the Nobel Prize for Peace is Dr. Kailash Satyarthi for Bachpan Bachao Andolan. Bachpan Bachao Andolan. And along with Kailash Satyarthi, one girl received the Nobel Prize for Peace at the age of 17. She is Malala Yousafzai. And she is the youngest girl or the youngest human to get the Nobel Prize for Nobel Prize, or you can say Nobel Prize for Peace. Okay, and now she is married to whom? Hmm. Malala Yousafzai, is she married or still married to whom? Foreigner. Hmm. She is married to Pakistani cricketer. Just check it. Okay. Next. After this, you have literature is over, physics is over. Economics. You have yeah. Dr. Amartya Sen in 1999. Okay, he was the person behind Human Development Index criteria, fixing up to check whether the countries have developed or not developed. Okay, after that in 2016 you have Abhijit Abhijit Banerjee. Abhijit Banerjee is not that much important, so you can skip this person. Okay, but there are other persons like J.C. Bose. Okay, then Hargobind Khurana. Okay, Hargobind Khurana. These are the person those who got the Nobel Prize also, but they were like settled in foreign. Okay, they were from Indian origin. Okay, remember this. So next after Nobel Prize you have Bharat Ratna. Okay, Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna can be given maximum to 3 people. It can be given posthumously also. Posthumously means after death also. Okay, the first Indian to get posthumous award was Lal Bahadur Shastri. But the first Indian to get the Bharat Ratna was three gentlemen. They share it. C. Rajagopalachari, Sir Sir C.V. Raman, Sir C.V. Raman, and Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. These 3 people got the Bharat Ratna first. C. Rajagopalachari received it first. So, if in option, if they have given C. Rajagopalachari, go with that. C stands for Chakravarti. Okay. Then, second important thing, posthumous. The first posthumous award was given to Lal Bahadur Shastri. He was the first Prime Minister after after Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, okay, in 1966, and he died in Tashkent. Okay, he died in Tashkent, and he is called as Man of Peace. And he was the first Indian railway minister. He was the first Indian railway minister. Remember this. After an accident of Indian railway in a place called as Ariyalur in Tirchi, and yeah, one day night the bridge over this river Kaveri, it was flooded and the bridge washed away. But the train, it entered this bridge and it got an many people died. Taking the moral responsibility, the railway minister resigned, and then in future he was given the rank of the prime minister. Got it? So, who gave the slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan? Yeah, Lal Bahadur Shastri. Okay, next after this you have the first female, that is MS Subbalakshmi, the first Indian female or a musician sorry, the first musician to get the Bharat Ratna is MS Subbalakshmi. The first female, what is the answer? Indira Indira Gandhi. Okay, so tell me which Bharat Ratna awardee winner passed away recently?
Lata Mangeshkar.
Lata.
Mangeshkar.
Okay, Lata Mangeshkar is from which state?
South. Maharashtra.
Lata Mangeshkar is from which state? Sir, definitely not from Karnataka. Definitely not from Tamil Nadu. She is a North Indian. I know she is North Indian. Okay, so tell me, in North India there are 24 states except the down 4 states. Hmm. Maharashtra. Okay, so just go through it. Which was her first song, the hit song, something like that. They may ask you in your exam. So be get ready with that. Okay. After that, the first foreigner to get this Bharat Ratna is Khan, yes, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. The next is Nelson Mandela. Okay, Nelson Mandela. Enough. Okay, enough for this. Next, you have now, for example, you are from a particular state. You are from Karnataka and you are from Tamil Nadu. So right now we have here students from these two states, especially. So tell me, who are the Bharat Ratna winners from Karnataka? Hmm. Tell me. Hmm. Next, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. You know this? You need, yeah? Hmm. Try to find out how many Bharat Ratnas are from Karnataka. Understood? If you are going to represent, see, think that you are something, you are someone that India needs at moment. You are someone that your land, your people, they are keeping hopes on you. So you have to prepare that way. Just like you joined a class where okay, you are depending on me to teach everything. It's not that way. Okay, now Tamil Nadu, tell me. Hmm. Hmm. Sir C.V. Raman, you can say he is from Karnataka, Bangalore. Okay. It was like a Madras state. Okay, it was Madras state. So that why like people say he's from Tamil Nadu. Okay, fine. Sir C.V. Raman. Next. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan over. See? Okay. APJ Abdul Kalam. Next. That's it. What about Dr. MGR? He is also a Bharat Ratna. Understood? Okay. Find out which state has given maximum number of Bharat Ratnas. Find out. Okay. Next. Raymond Magsaysay Award. Quickly tell me.
Philippines.
Raymond Magsaysay Award, Acharya Vinoba Bhave. He was the first Indian to get. Okay,
Yes.
Vinoba Bhave. He was the first Indian to get what? Raymond Magsaysay Award. This is Raymond Magsaysay Award is also called as the Asian Nobel Prize, and he is called as the father of individual satyagraha. Okay, he is called as the father of individual satyagraha, and he started a movement called as Bhudan movement. Okay, he started a movement called as Bhudan movement. Acharya Vinoba Bhave. Okay, during Quit India movement, when Gandhiji everyone were in jail, he took his he took the movement forward. Okay, after Raymond Magsaysay Award, you have Dada Saheb Phalke Award. Okay, Dada Saheb Phalke Award. This is in cinemas, in movies. The first Indian is a female, Devika Rani. Okay, Devika Rani. And recently, who got this? Rajnikant, along with Rajnikant got it, and the best actor award, Dhanush. Okay, the best singer or the best movie, hmm. Asuran he acted. Okay, just check. Along with Dhanush, there was Manoj Bajpayee. Remember that. Okay, Manoj Bajpayee, yaad hai?
Yes.
Manoj Bajpayee. Can you tell me how many of you watch YouTube? Whenever you open a YouTube, there is one Discovery Plus app का advertisement. How many of you seen it? इतिहास को दबाया गया. कभी देखा है वो वीडियो? Ad देखा है? He is Manoj Bajpayee. Tell me some famous movie acted by him. Hmm.
So Gangs of Wasseypur.
Gangs of Wasseypur. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, remember कुछ भी करके आपको कुछ भी करके you have to remember Gangs of Wasseypur और क्या है वो Family Man. Okay, then you Nawaz Siddiqui, right?
Yes,
Who
sir.
is, yeah? Who is that guy? From where? From rags to riches. See, this is called something a life. Rags to riches. This is an English idioms you can say. Idioms and phrases. Rags to riches means if you go and check Rajnikant movie. How many of you have seen Rajnikant movies, boys here? Almost everyone. What happens in Padayappa? He will be a poor man. Okay, suddenly he will take challenge and he will become rich man. All his movies will be like this. Shivaji, okay, he will become very poor. He will have only 1 rupees in STD booth, and he will become a rich man. Okay, so his story is always like this: rags to riches, rags to riches. Then he will become poor. Then again he will become rich. Okay, so next after Dada Saheb Phalke Award, you have Major Dhyan Chand. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Who is that? The first Indian winner is Vishwanathan. Vishwanathan Anand. He is from chess. Okay. And at present, recently, who won it? Neeraj Chopra. And Neeraj Chopra is in which game? Yeah? Javelin throw. Okay, javelin throw. How much meter he threw it? 88, somewhere near about 88. Okay, just check it. See, 2016 one question was asked. The question was like this in AFCAT. Anju Bobby George. Okay, Anju Bobby George is a long jumper. Reading the first statements, reading the first statement itself, it was an information for the students. अच्छा, okay, Anju Bobby George is a long jumper. उधर जाके मालूम पड़ा सबको जब क्वेश्चन पढ़ाई किया. ठीक है? But the question continued. She is a long jumper. In Asian Games, she won a medal. Okay, she won a medal. How much meter did she jump? Okay, how much meter did she jump? This was the question. So this was a sports question from AFCAT. Now what you can do is that expected question. Neeraj Chopra, he has won the first gold in track and field event. Okay, track and field event में Olympics में very important. It is Olympics. So now you have to see. Okay, suppose if Neeraj Chopra is throwing this javelin, how much meter he has thrown? This thing you try to check it. And what is the length of javelin? Okay, what is the length of javelin? This also you check it. Okay, this also you check it and try to remember. Got it? Okay, any other award is remaining? Pulitzer Prize is for the journalism. Man Booker Prize. Yeah. Yeah. Man Booker Prize. What happened? Okay, you're telling the answer. Fine. Arundhati Roy. Okay, she is the first Indian to get the Man Booker Prize for the book The God of Small Things. Next, Zulfa Lahiri. Okay, Zulfa Lahiri from Assam. She has written a book that is Interpreter of Maladies. Next, Salman Rushdie. Okay, and then you have Arvind Adiga. Okay, Arvind Adiga, the white tiger. Okay, the white tiger. Okay, so remember this. This is Man Booker Prize. It is given for the English language itself. Next, coming to this Indian awards, Sahitya Award. Okay. Hmm. For India, Kurup was the first Indian. Kurup was the first Indian to get the Jnanpith Award. Okay, Jnanpith Award. That is for the literature. And then there is a book called as The Guide, written by R.K. Narayan. Okay, this was the first English book to get the uh, yeah, Jnanpith Award. Like this awards and thing we have already discussed. Just go through that. Okay, enough for our AFCAT. This is more than enough. Don't try to force. Next, coming to sports. Quickly tell me now, Olympics. In which year it was started? Modern Olympics. 1896. It was started in a place called as Athens. Athens in Greece, and Perry de Coubertin, who is yeah, Perry de Coubertin is called as the father of modern Olympics. In 1900, there was an Olympics held in Paris, and women were allowed for the first time. And the next Olympic is also held in Paris. Okay, and the Winter Olympics was also held in first time in Paris. Okay, first time in Paris, but this time in Beijing. Okay, and there are many countries those who are boycotting this Beijing Winter Olympics. Okay, remember that. Next, for the first time, you have in 1928. Okay, 1928 flag was designed for Olympics, and 1936 in Berlin Olympics in Hitler, during the time of Hitler, the torch was introduced, and then This Olympic was cancelled two times. Okay, two times, the First World War and the Second World War. And the first time it was boycotted was in 1970 when it was held in Moscow because Russians they invaded Afghanistan. Got it? So this is one thing. Now after that, recently in 2021 you can say, or 2022, this was held in Tokyo. Okay, Tokyo. Remember where is the next Olympics? Fine. Now coming to the rings, we have totally five rings. Okay, and all the five rings they talk about the different continents and different colors also. Okay, each color will talk about different continent. Blue continent. Okay, white, black, red. Okay, like that. Okay, just check the color code, etc. Fine, enough. Next, the motto. The motto of Olympic is CTS, Algius, and Fortius. That means faster, higher, and stronger. Faster, higher, and stronger. This is the motto of Olympic. Remember this. This is the motto of Olympics. You got it? Yeah, fine. Next, now important legends, Indian legends. In 1900, there was an Indian called as Norman Pitchard. Who is that? Norman Pitchard. He got two medals in Olympics in athletics. At that time, medals were not introduced, but still he was declared as the winner. Okay, next. In 1928, India won the first gold in hockey. First gold in hockey. Continuous India won 6 Olympic gold in hockey. Then there was one gap, and again consecutively seventh and eighth time. So totally we have eight gold in hockey. And this time we had managed to win the bronze. Okay, this time we have managed to win the bronze. Now you have to go and check that which team won the gold medal in hockey in Olympics, which team won the silver. I'm telling you, AFCAT, they have tendency to ask like this. They are asking losers who was the opponent. So be careful. Okay, just check who was the team who won the silver, who won the gold, bronze, etc. Okay, and who was with India to win the to fight for the bronze medal. Next, after that, in 1951, India got the first individual medal. That was bronze medal. By whom? K.D. Zadav. And which Olympic? Helsinki Olympic. Helsinki Olympic in Finland. And it was in which category? Wrestling. Okay, wrestling category. Okay, next you have 1990s. Okay, 2000. In the year 2000, you have Karnam Malleshwari. Okay, the first Indian female to win the medal in Olympic was bronze medal for which category? For which sport? Weightlifting. Okay, weightlifting. This is one thing that you need to remember. Yeah. In 2004, the first individual silver came to India via in Athens. Colonel Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore. Okay, Colonel Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore, he gave us the silver medal in double trap shooting. Okay, next 2008, the first individual gold. The first individual gold came via Abhinav Bindra. Okay, Abhinav Bindra, and he was a he won the medal in shooting. Then in the same year you had Jitu Rai. Okay, Jitu Rai also won it. Then in 2008 we had just the beginning of badminton. Saina Nehwal, yeah, Saina Nehwal, like this. Now from here we have plenty of other medal winners. Saina Nehwal, then PV Sindhu. Okay, PV Sindhu, and you can say Mary Kom. Okay, Mary Kom, the first Indian woman to win silver medal. Okay, silver medal in boxing. Okay, sorry, bronze medal. Sorry, not silver, bronze medal in boxing. And yeah, no, no, no. Bronze medal. Silver was this lady, from Manipur recently, Assam or Manipur. Lovlina, correct, no? Lovlina is the first Indian female boxer who won the silver in Japan Tokyo Olympics. Okay, remember this. PV Sindhu is the first Indian female in badminton. Okay, in badminton, that is silver medal in Brazil Olympic, and then recently she has won the bronze medal. Okay, so these are some achievements, and this time what has happened? We have Neeraj Chopra. Okay, Neeraj Chopra, who has won the gold medal. Okay, gold medal in javelin. This is the first track and field Okay, the first track and field medal for an Indian. Now, why we are celebrating this? Because track and field is the extreme sport where the human endurance is tested. Okay, humans endurance, the stamina, okay, his willpower, okay, his willpower, everything is tested. It is believed that Indian genes or Indians are not fit for this kind of events. Okay, so that's the reason whenever some Indian they do great in this track and field event, we'll treat them like a legend. For example, Milkha Singh. Okay, Milkha Singh, he was called as the Flying Sikh, and he has won Asian medal gold and all. Okay, so even in Olympics, he was about to win the gold, but he did mistake of looking back and he lost the precious moment. So that's the reason Indians they celebrate that. Yes, we are also capable of winning all these events. Got it? So Olympics you try to focus, but AFCAT they like Asian Games more. The first Asian Games was held in 1951. Okay, it was held in 1951 in which place? Delhi. Okay, it was held in Delhi. Asian Games, you remember this? And then you have Commonwealth Games. Okay, Commonwealth Games. This is going to be held in this year 2022. The new game introduced here in Commonwealth Games is cricket only for women's at present. Okay, only for women's at present. So remember this. Got it? Next, FIFA World Cup. The first FIFA World Cup was won by which country? Uruguay. Okay, this was last AFCAT question. Next, the maximum times a country has won the FIFA World Cup is Brazil. Okay, like this we have done. Then the persons related to that sports. For example, Pele from Brazil. Okay, Neymar from Brazil. Ronaldo. Okay, Ronaldo means another guy. Okay, Ronaldo from Brazil. Next, you have from Argentina, Maradona. Okay, Maradona. Then you have Neymar. Maradona, sorry, Neymar is from, sorry, this, who is that? Messi, yeah, yeah, Messi. Now, Messi has won maximum of this golden ball award. Okay, so check it. How many times he has won it? How many times Ronaldo has won it? Okay, the greatest footballer, etc., etc. Just check it. Okay, so Olympics, Asian Games, FIFA. Okay, cricket. They may ask you. Can anyone tell me uh, how many how many cricketers? Okay, name cricketers, name the Indian cricketers who has won Major Dhyan Chand Award, or you can say Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award till now. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award or Major Dhyan Chand Award. Yeah, tell me. No, no. Okay, Virat Kohli is correct. Jadeja is no, I don't think so. Hmm? No, not Rahul Dravid. Yeah. Rohit Sharma is correct. Rohit Sharma. Next, MS Dhoni. No. Three cricketers till now they have won this Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award. Okay, remember this. Or you can say Major Dhyan Chand Award. Okay, just check it. If I am missing some cricketer, okay, you need to be careful. So this is where you like cricket, fine. But for our exam point of view, you need to remember the awards and something like this. Okay, next, sports related terms. Sport related terms, very important. Okay, sports related term. In football there are some terms. Okay, in volleyball, see now sir, which game should I focus for our AFCAT examination? It is always a team game. Okay, the team game, last time they have asked question on kabaddi. Okay, then focus on volleyball. Then maximum they ask questions from basketball. Okay, basketball. Then sometimes they will ask you questions on football. Okay, that's it. Till today we have seen the trend. After it goes from basketball to volleyball, volleyball to kabaddi, again coming back to football. Okay, and then you have the next, you have other games like athletics. Okay, then you have polo. Okay, etc., etc. We have given you that, just focus it. Okay, just yeah, yeah. Trophies, yeah, you have that Mustaq Ali Cup. Then you have Iran, yeah, Dulip Trophy. Okay, Dulip Trophy, Subruto Mukherjee Cup. Which game it is? Yes, Subruto Mukherjee Cup football. So these cups also you just revise it. Don't by heart. Okay. So this is what that you need to keep in mind. Then international organization. Tell me now quickly. International organization. United Nation organization was formed on October 24, 1945. Okay, so every year October 24 is celebrated as UN Day. Okay, UN has official languages like English, Spanish, Arabic, Mandarin, Russian. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, and six. The French. Okay, six official languages. Remember this. Got it? Now go and check the flag, the symbol, etc., etc. What it is. The first it was League of Nations. The League of Nations failed. It could not prevent the Second World War. So they came up with the United Nations organization. Franklin Roosevelt gave the idea of UNO. Next, United Nations Security Council. We have 15 nations in that, 5 permanent and 10 non-permanent. 5 permanent members are UK, USA, Russia, France, and China. Okay, these are 10 non-permanent. Every 2 years they will have the term. After 2 years they will resign. The next year they are not eligible for being a member, but the third year, after third year, again they can stand for election. So this is what the criteria is, and these people have veto power. Okay, UNSC permanent members have veto power. IAEA, International Atomic Energy Association, the headquarter is in which place? Vienna. Okay, it is in Vienna. Next, the headquarters of SARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. Answer is Kathmandu in Nepal. Then headquarters of Association of Southeast Asian Nation, that is in Jakarta. Okay, next SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Beijing. Where is the headquarters? Beijing in China. Next, headquarters of, you have ICC and ICJ, International Criminal Court, International Court of Justice. It is in Hague in Netherlands. Okay, so these are the things that you need to must, 100% know it. But last time they had asked questions on UNIDO. Okay, then this time they may ask you IMF. Okay, World Bank. Whenever something comes related to money, it is in USA. Okay, remember that. World Bank, IMF, then UNIDO, then UNESCO. Where is the headquarters of UNESCO? Paris. Okay. No, no, no. Don't go that much deep. Okay, don't by heart the year or the headquarter or the person, something like that. But yes, do they will ask you who is the first president of the UNO? They will ask you definitely 100%. There is a guy. His name starts with T. Just check it. Who is the first person to be the president or the chairman of UNO? Okay, very very important. See, I don't have time to go back to Google or books and revise and tell you the name. It is your duty to focus on these areas. Okay, UNO. Then the first lady, the first female to be the chairman of UNO, the ambassador, something like this. Okay, they will ask you this United Nation organization like that. Last time UNIDO question was asked. This time IMF, World Bank, UNESCO, UNICEF is also there. Okay, then you have Asia Pacific Economic Corridor, then Gulf Cooperation Council, then you have OPEC, OPEC, Organization of Petrol Exporting Countries. Where is the headquarters of this country, this organization? This you have to focus. Okay, BRICS. What is the full form of BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. IBSA, India, Brazil, South Africa. Okay, like this you need to keep in mind. Now there is a new thing, AU, KUS, Australia, United Kingdom, US. Okay, this was a new thing, current affairs. So you can, they may ask you this also, which are the 3 countries, which of the following countries is not member of, this AU, KUS? Okay, simple logical question. Did you understand now? International organization, sports, awards, you got it? Okay, states capital. Then you need to remember countries. Okay, international countries and capital. Okay, have you by hearted this? Okay, tell me. Peso. Peso is a currency from which continent? Peso. South America. Ruble is from which country? Ruble. Hmm. Russia. Okay, next. What is the currency of Nepal? What is the currency of Sri Lanka? Hmm? Okay. $1 is how many rupees?
70 to 75.
70. Okay, let me take 70. Okay, but if you go in Sri Lanka, okay, Sri Lanka, their rupiah, okay, their rupiah is very weak. It is very weak compared to the dollar, compared to this dollar. So here in Asia, almost the Southern Asia country, we go with rupiah, okay, like rupees, etc. Remember this. You got the point here? Okay, so maybe country's capital, this also they may ask you, and the largest country, smallest country, biggest, smallest, highest. Okay, that they may be asking you for the GK. Got it? Now what is left behind is a large part, that is history, that will do it in the upcoming classes. Okay, this is little vague. Okay, we cannot predict that yes surely 100% they'll ask you this. Only thing is when you come in the next class, you have to by heart the dynasties. For example, Nanda dynasty, who is the founder? Khilji dynasty, who is the founder? Tughlaq dynasty, who is the founder? Okay, Chola kingdom, who started Chola kingdom? Who started Pandya kingdom? This is your AFCAT syllabus. But in UPSC, they will ask you, why did Pandya rule? Okay, what were they Chola? Okay, we have Rajaraja Chola, we have Rajendra Chola. Okay, so what was the symbol of Rajaraja Chola and Rajendra Chola? Okay, what was the symbol? Whether it was a fish or a snake, whether it is an elephant or a goat. Okay, something like this kind of question they'll ask you. Okay, understood? Yes, any doubt you have? Anything I have left now here in GK? Small static part?
So that missiles and all
Missiles, yeah, definitely sure. Okay, now let me tell you about missiles. There are two types of missiles. One is ballistic missile and another is cruise missile. Okay, now if I put nuclear, it can be nuclear ballistic missile and nuclear cruise missile. Okay, so here we had you can refer my notes, but still whatever I can recall I can tell you here now. We had some missions, okay, project 17 or something like that. Do you have my notes I have given you? Just check it. Otherwise I'll do one thing, I'll refer and then I'll tell you. It will be, that will be nice, because here I may not do justice to this topic of missiles, but just go through missiles like Agni 1 2 3 4 5. And this Agni 5 is called as the ICBM, okay, intercontinental ballistic missile. Then you have a missile called as Prithvi. This is surface to surface, okay, surface to surface missile. Then you have Nag. This is anti-tank. Okay, this is anti-tank ballistic cruise missile. Sorry, anti-tank cruise missile. And if this Nag is taken in helicopter, we call it as Helena. Then there is another missile called as Prospina. Okay, then you have a very famous India's warhead, that is BrahMos, started by India and the Russia. Both countries we have started BrahMos. Okay, so these kind of missiles will do it slowly. Slowly. What is K9? What is K10? What is torpedoes? Okay, what is torpedoes, etc., etc. Then AK-203 INSAS is been replaced by AK-203. Okay, so this is what Indian government is now going to use it. Got it? This I'll revise. Give me some time. By next class, I'll be telling you this. Okay, anything else? Military exercises, go through it. Maybe I don't think this time they may ask you, but still
physics part of that graphs and
physics
measurements.
measurement, fundamental dimensions, right? Okay, look here. Length, it is measured in what? Meter. Time is measured in second. Mass is measured in kg. Electric current is measured in
Amperes.
ampere. Power is measured in watt. Okay, ampere. Next, intensity of light.
Candela.
Intensity of light, answer is
Candela.
candela. Okay. Next, temperature.
Kelvin. Celsius or Fahrenheit.
Kelvin. This is the standard units. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think one more thing is missing.
Resistive.
No, no, no. Yeah, atmospheric pressure. No, just one more thing is measured. Okay, this is this. Next important thing, let me see. Power, it is measured in what? Watt. Energy,
Joules.
energy is measured in joule. What about heat?
So heat is in
Joules. Okay, heat is in joules. Next, what about sound? Yeah, frequency,
hertz.
hertz. What about noise?
Bell, sir. Sound in decibel and noise in bell.
I told you, no?
Yes.
Decibel and
Bell.
bell. Okay. What about radioactivity?
Radio.
Radioactivity, or you have becquerel also. Becquerel, CGS, MKS system, just check. Curie, we are following it in SI system, and becquerel, we are following it in CGS system. Okay, CGS system, MKS system, like that. Okay. Next, after that, you have power, energy, watt, potential, electric potential, volt. Okay, electric current is over. Electric resistance, tell me. Electric resistance,
Ohm, sir.
ohm. Electric resistivity,
Ohm.
electric resistivity.
Ohm per meter.
Yes, this is
Per.
per.
Sir. Ohm per meter.
Next, conductivity. Conductance is measured as, conducted is measured as mho. Okay, like this. Then what else you have? Temperature, heat, pressure.
Pascal.
Pressure is measured in
Pascal.
Pascal. Okay, pressure in measured, it is measured in Pascal. Then distance between two celestial objects,
Light years.
far away object,
Light years.
light years. Then flying objects, flying object. If I want to say the speed of an aeroplane, I will tell it in the Mach number. Okay, remember this Mach number. Now in Mach number, there is between 0 to 3, between 3 to 5, between 5 and above. So here you have supersonic, hypersonic, okay, then sonic, like this. Supersonic ballistic missile. Sukhoi 30 is a supersonic aircraft. Something, when they mention supersonic, that means they are talking with the help of the Mach number. Now you need to remember what is the formula of Mach number. Flying of object to flying of, so speed of the object, speed of the object to the speed of the sound. Okay, this you need to remember. Speed of the object to the speed of the sound. You got it? So these things, units and dimension, as far as you can by heart it. Then you go to, yeah,
Meters.
yeah, meter you need to go. Ammeter is used to measure current. Voltmeter is used to measure potential difference.
Potential difference.
Galvanometer is used to measure.
Direction of the current.
Next, uh, next you have
Potentiometer measures the voltage.
potential, yeah, potential,
Voltmeter measures the potential difference.
potential difference, and potential,
Potentiometer.
potentiometer measures the potential difference. Next, what about spike manometer?
Blood pressure.
Spike manometer, it measures the blood pressure. Barometer, it measures the pressure.
Measures
Thermometer,
temperature.
thermometer measures the heat, that is, therm means heat, okay, that is heat. Next, after that you have what? Yeah, altimeter. Alti means height, that is. Next, anemometer, speed of air, speed of air. Okay, so that's it. Okay, next you have seismograph, or you, there is one more thing, Rono. Richter scale. Which instrument is used to measure earthquake?
Richter scale.
Richter scale is measure of earthquake.
The intensity of earthquake is seismograph.
Seismograph, no? Okay, remember this. Okay, seismograph. So these are some meters that you need to keep in mind. That's it. And some scientist, vaccine, and what is that? Phone, or you can say television, fountain pen, etc., etc. Remember that. Okay? Yeah, fine. So anything else I have left out, or you know something special, sir? I know this. You didn't explain something.
Sir, in geography we didn't do the national parks, biodiversity parks.
Sir, how many biodiversity reserves are there?
25.
Biodiversity.
Okay, that part let me do in next class. Okay, now we have Kyoldev, Ranthambore, Bandipur. Okay, Jim Corbett. That will do it in the next class. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Backbenchers here? Yes. This one, Surya. Did I miss anything? Okay, ella cover panniyacha, right? Okay, fine. Revise now. Just keep revising. For like, just take 1.5 hours of your daily time and take two topics of mathematics. Imagine today you are revising time and works and pipes and system. 40 minutes of time and work, then another 10 minutes or 15 minutes of pipes and system. Do this then tomorrow you take another easy chapter, do this, that's it. Don't panic, everything will be easy. Okay, pray to God, everything will be easy, just keep calm. If you are nervous, that nervousness will, see, this is a graph. Okay, the graph is always like this. Now this is student. Okay, he is going to write the exam, and during exam it happens like this. Slowly your hands will start no sweating, your palms will sweat, your neck will have little pain, the back, lower back will have little pain. You don't know why it is paining, but it is paining. Okay, you will have digestion problem. Okay, and just before one day of exam you will be in washroom. Okay, all this thing happens, this is all effect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because it is normal with all human. Okay, like this, it will be like this, then it goes like this, and this is the failure point. So till here I will draw some point. This is nervousness. Okay, this is nervousness, this is anxiety. Okay, and this anxiety level is hyper and you fail. See, everyone should have nervousness, that is good. Okay, with nervousness you will have little fear.
Yes.
Okay, so that fear will make you awake the whole night, you will be studying. But if you allow this nervousness to conquer you, it will go to a stage that you will not realize anxiety level. And on the day of exam, you know all the question answer, but due to this anxiety, option A, B, C, D is there. This B looks like D and this D looks like B. Okay, and you tick on this, you come out of the exam hall. मैंने तो सही किया था, but I got wrong. All these things will happen. Okay, then simple completion of figure. One line is here like this. You are in a situation of anxiety. You will miss one line. You cannot see one line properly. Okay, so see, go in a mindset that जो भी होगा वो देखा जाएगा. 100 question. In this 100 question, the cutoff is near about, imagine, 160. Okay, each question is for how many marks? Tell me.
3 marks.
Okay, see, 100 questions are there and total 300 marks, correct? No?
Yes, sir.
That means each question is for how much?
3 marks.
Now, out of this 300, what AFCAT has done, they have kept the cutoff as how many marks? 155. That means 50 questions should be correct. Okay, 50 questions should be correct. What you do, you make 60 questions correct. Okay, you attend 60 questions correctly for how many hours? 2 hours. Okay, now in this 60, you have 15 mathematics question. Okay, 30 English question. Then you have 40 reasoning question. 2 hours is more than enough. Okay, 2 hours is more than enough to attend this 60 question. What our students they do, 40 questions they don't know. They will be sitting in exam on and they'll be crying, "Arey, 40 questions I don't know." Okay, so see, I last time there was a girl, she got recommended in Mysore SSB. 164 was the cutoff, and she got 165. Okay, she studied here, and that was her second attempt. That was her second attempt in AFCAT. 164 was the cutoff. She got 165. She is going to SSB, and the highest marks in SSB, one girl she was 207 something, and she was here just with minimum cutoff 165. What this girl did, she told to everyone, "मेरा mark 210 है." How much? I am 210. I studied here in BDA and I scored 210. So when she told that she is the topper, even the topper was afraid of her. Understood? This is what the smartness. This is what people do there. Okay, they will backstab you, they'll cheat you, and now whenever this girl is opening the mouth in GD, all people are here. Yes, I agree with her. Yes, I agree with her. Why? Because she has scored 210. Okay, and finally she emerged a leader. Officers they are watching. They knew that okay, she is controlling. She has some leadership qualities. And when the results were announced, she was recommended. Okay, night 10 o'clock, her father is calling and telling me, "Sir, because of you, this girl recommended." I told, because of me, she can pass exam, but she cannot be getting recommended because of me. It is her qualities. When I asked, she told this thing, "Sir, I told one lie among all my friends that I have scored 210, but only the interviewing officer know I have scored 165, 1 mark extra." Okay, and what has happened? Four girls they got recommended, and after recommendation, she told all her friends that she has just got 165 marks extra. Got it? So, recommendation becoming officer is easy. Only thing is you need to have a smart study for this exam. Don't panic, relax. It takes little time to understand this exam and crack it. Got it? Yeah, any doubt you have? No
In
doubt.
reasoning, can you teach Venn diagram and syllogism? Like
Venn diagram and
this syllogism.
okay, okay. Reasoning, you know, completion of figure, you can do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Chalo, give me some time.
Yes, sir,
After
sure,
after that we'll do it. Okay, chalo. You take break now, everyone.